going over some new Black Ops 6 aim assist settings, as well as some drills to practice to drastically improve your aim, accuracy, as well as gun skill. If you find yourself losing gunfights specifically at those longer ranges, this video is for you. Now, before I get into the tutorial, I want to go over the settings that I personally use and what I believe are the best, especially if you're trying to drastically improve your aim, accuracy, and gun skill. I play with an Xbox Elite controller on PC with one paddle on the back, the short paddle set up for jumping. Even though I play with an Xbox Elite controller, these settings are going to work no matter what controller you're playing with, and also no matter what console or PC you are playing on. Now, for the button layout, I am running tactical. Tactical is amazing, remapping your crouch and prone button. I can do a drop shot by pressing down on the right thumbstick and still maintain aim down sight, which is going to be very important at winning those close and also mid-range engagements. With on-beat movement, I recommend playing on tactical. Now, for my horizontal and vertical stick sensitivity, I play on a 6.6. That is what I am most comfortable with. If you like playing on a 10, 11, 12, 13 or higher, feel free to do so. But if you are struggling at winning your gunfights at those medium to longer ranges, I highly recommend going ahead and turning that down and running within the 4 to 6 sensitivity window. Now, what I also do is turn off vibration. I don't like to have any unnecessary play in my controller, so that's going to be shut off. And for my dead zones, you guys can see here, I've made some slight adjustments. I'm running the left stick minimum set to 0. I have my right stick minimum set to 2, and everything else is pretty much the same. Now, under the aiming, you're going to see here for the multiplier, because I'm running on a 6.6 sensitivity, I'm running on a 0.65 ADS sensitivity multiplier, as well as a 0.65 ADS sensitivity multiplier when I am focused up. This is going to remove a lot of that unnecessary stick play at longer ranges, making sure that I can hit my targets a lot easier. Let's say you want to play on a 4, I recommend going ahead and removing the 1.0, which comes by default, to a 0.75. And if you guys are playing on a 5, I also recommend playing on the 0.65 as well. It's going to be a nice way to counteract running a higher sensitivity. Now, target aim assist is obviously going to be turned on, but for the advanced aiming settings, I actually have made an adjustment here. I am now running on dynamic instead of standard. Dynamic is going to be very important, especially if you're trying to take people out, multiple players out on your screen. Now, with the tutorial, I am going to go ahead and showcase this with dynamic. I really enjoy dynamic. The game feels a lot more fluid with this enabled, but you can run standard if you want to. I prefer dynamic over linear here in Black Ops 6, which is kind of ironic because in Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, I was always rocking linear. So if you want to go ahead and enhance your close range as well as medium and long range performance, check out dynamic with these settings. Now, under the graphic settings, specifically the view tab, there are going to be some settings you want to go ahead and adjust to properly abuse the aim assist in Black Ops 6. Now, for the ADS field of view, make sure you guys are running on affected, and also for your field of view, make sure you're running within the 100 to 120 FOV range. This is going to allow you to see more on your screen, and in turn allow you to essentially have less visual recoil, because your optic or iron sight are going to be mirroring whatever FOV you are running. This is how a lot of skilled players as well as YouTubers or streamers have no recoil, or it seems like they have less recoil than you. It's because they're playing within the 100 to 100 FOV range with the ADS field of view set to affected. Sometimes it goes to independent by default. Make sure you guys go ahead and check that off and run affected. Now, something else that I recently changed, which I'm really happy I did, is for your first person camera movement, I went ahead and swapped this from default 100% to 50%. And I've also done that with the third person camera movement. This is overall going to allow the game to look more smoother. And if you get hit by a grenade, it's not going to be as shaky. So overall, just going to be smoothing out your gameplay. And I think that's going to be very, very important when you're trying to go ahead and improve your aim, accuracy, as well as gun skill. Now, in order to properly abuse the aim assist here in Black Ops 6 multiplayer, we are going to be going over 2 drills: centering and snap aiming. These are fundamental, especially if you are looking to improve your aim, accuracy, and gun skill at those medium to longer ranges. Now, before you actually jump into a multiplayer match, because Nuketown is now in private match, I highly recommend going into a private match with some recruit bots to get a feel for dynamic aim assist. Dynamic aim assist is going to make this 10 times easier versus standard, because we can essentially transition from target to target to target a lot easier and faster with dynamic. Now, centering and snap aiming, what is it? We're going to talk about centering right now. Now, what you're going to see at the center of your screen is going to be a white dot. This is going to be on everybody's screen. This is very important because this is where your aim assist is going to lock on. If you are a controller player, you are in luck, because this is how you can abuse the aim assist coupled with snap aiming. Wherever that white dot is, that's where your aim assist is going to lock on. Now, with dynamic aim assist setting, we're going to be able to transition from target to target to target. So as long as this white dot is near enemies, if you are centering properly, which I'm going to show, the aim assist is going to take care of everything and lock on from player to player to player, so you can quickly take people out and move on. Now, let's go ahead and break it down. Now, as you guys can see here, I'm always making sure my white dot is going to be at the center of the screen. Now, what you just saw me do is take out 4 players. I did not actually go ahead and maneuver from those 4 players. The aim assist locked on to everybody there because they were all in the general area of the white dot. That is how overpowered the aim assist is in Black Ops 6, especially when you are running dynamic with a controller. Now, again, centering, making sure that white dot is going to be at the center of your screen. Now, what you're also going to want to do at the same time is snap aim. This is going to take a little bit of getting used to, because I know a lot of players are going to be used to dragging their optic from target to target to target. You don't want to go ahead and do that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pause the gameplay right here, because that is exactly what I just described. You want to make sure that you are snapping onto target to target. You don't want to fight the aim assist here in Black Ops 6. You want to let the aim assist do the work for you, especially if you're running the proper settings that are going to allow it to do exactly that. Now, what you just saw me do is make sure that I unzoomed and zoomed back in. I take out this target and I take out the next. Now, right here, when I turn this corner, there's multiple players. One, you saw me unzoom and quickly zoom back in. That is going to reset the aim assist instantaneously, so it's going to lock on the nearest player that's next to you. Now, if you're not running on dynamic aim assist settings, let's say that there's somebody that crosses your screen that you weren't necessarily trying to take out, because it can happen here in multiplayer, or there's more than one person on your screen and you're already in a gunfight with somebody else. Sometimes it will drag the aim assist away from that person. I know everybody has experience. When you have dynamic, it's not going to do this, so you're going to be locked onto that player you want to take out, because that's who you're trying to shoot. And then once you dispatch that player, quickly unzoom and zoom back in, and you're going to be able to take out the next player that maybe have crossed on your screen. That's exactly what I did here, and it's going to be amazing with dynamic. I've already made a tutorial on standard. This is even easier to master, especially if you're rocking the right settings. You can see I did it right there again. It immediately locks on. There was no drag. It did not go ahead and remove my aim assist from one person. It stayed locked on until I unzoomed and I zoomed back in. Right here, you're going to see it perfectly. Boom. I'm able to take out every single person on my screen. I'm going to go ahead and rewind this. I didn't do a thing right there as far as aim assist. Aim assist did everything. Or I should say, I didn't do a thing right there as far as aiming myself. Aim assist did everything. If there are more than one person, if you're playing small map mosh pit or Nuketown, you need to check this out right now, because it's going to be allowing you to outgun essentially everybody that runs on your screen that isn't doing this. One, I zoomed in, and I immediately am able to take out multiple people on my screen. If I was running on the default settings, what would have happened was it would have dragged off the first player I was trying to take out, and I would have gotten taken out there. Now again, because I'm running dynamic, it's not going to mess up my game. You guys can see it perfectly here. I'm gonna go ahead and rewind the clip. Multiple people on my screen. Lock down the one, unzoom. Lock down to the next, unzoom. Lock down to the next, unzoom. It is unbelievably effective when you are running dynamic. And we're gonna go ahead and showcase this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys right there. You have to check this right now. Centering and snap aiming. My white dot is always at the center of the screen. Boom. Even at longer ranges, it is unbelievably effective. Right here, this is actually what I'm talking about. 1, unzoom, and then zoom back in. I didn't do anything right there, and that player was halfway around cover. The aim assist is that strong. Did it again right there. As long as you unzoom and quickly zoom back in with dynamic versus standard, you are going to be locked on. Now again, I personally didn't even see all those players there. I just saw the name tags, quickly unzoomed, zoomed back in. If there are more than one person on your screen, this is unbelievably effective. You need to check this out right now. This is a tip I recommend everybody checking out, especially if you are struggling at winning gunfights at those medium to longer ranges. Now, let me know down in the comment section right now. Do you guys think controller with aim assist, especially when you are abusing the aim assist, is it overpowered here in Black Ops 6? I don't think it is as effective as it was in Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, because it was absolutely insane in those Call of Duties. But at the end of the day, Call of Duty is a primarily controller game, and this is a universal tip that I've been using for years. I started really utilizing centering and snap aiming back when Call of Duty had jetpacks, especially in Infinite Warfare, to go ahead and allow myself to track players that were obviously using the jetpacks and maneuvering in mid-air. Again, this is a tip I recommend everybody checking out right now. All high-skilled players are using this. It's not cheating. It's not cheap. This is seriously just going ahead and running the proper settings and allowing the game to do what it does best, especially if you are running a controller. You guys saw there, absolutely crazy. If this video does help you guys out, let me know down in the comment section. Have you been taking advantage of the aim assist? Have you seen a significant improvement in your gameplay? Because these settings are seriously going to take your Black Ops 6 gameplay to the next level. If you guys enjoyed, feel free, drop a like in the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Peace.